Hi, my name is Nuel Astonish. It's my intent to inspire people around the world to fulfill destiny. Today we'll be talking about the ultimate diagnosis. It's about getting your priorities right. You know, in management science, the consultants have what we call SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is about diagnosing through knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And one thing about SWOT analysis is it proves that everybody has strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, all of which needs to be managed for you to really maximize what you have with you. How does this apply to destiny? One of the things that make the job of the doctors easy is diagnosing their patients, through most of which they do through questioning. You see, the quality of your life will be determined by the quality of the questions you ask. So I want to ask you some questions. You might want to answer for the benefit of this. When was the last time you felt grateful for just being alive? Not for things you have, but that you are a human being, that you have your mind in place, that you are here today, you're still breathing. See, gratitude makes the world of difference. The next is your schedule just about work? You don't think about anything than money and work? Other aspects are forgotten. When was the last time you did medical checkup? I was with my doctor the other day and he said some people even brag that I've not fallen ill the last 10 years. He said it's not a testimony. And the point is, your health is giving you signals. Are you paying attention to them? Some people just drop dead and say, he just died. You want to pay attention to all of these vital signs. Do you have issues forgiving your offenders? Because people will always offend you. But you must learn to forgive and let go because it's about you. Forgiveness is personal. It has nothing to do with them really. It's about you. If you are to die today, what would be your regrets? What are the things you wish to improve upon? If you can discover them, can you go to work on them now and fix them? What motivates you? Is it just personal gains? If there's nothing in it for you, you are not interested. Are you also interested in helping people who might not even be able to know that you help them? What motivates you? Who are you allowing to shape you? What are you allowing to shape your belief system? Is it the media selling all manner of junks? You want to pay attention to the messages you are absorbing into your spirit. And lastly, would you say your life is balanced? You want to know this point. It's critical to understand the times and seasons in which we are in. Have you heard of the sons of Issachar? Yes, in ancient Israel, there are these guys who understand the times and seasons, and because of that, their friends and their generation was at their command because they were able to lead them on where to go. You see, the sons of Issachar of our generation are those who understand what God's plans and purposes is for this millennium. There's a reason why you are alive today. You could have lived 20 years ago, you could have lived 100 years ago, but that you are alive today, it means that your creator thinks you are relevant to what he wants to do on earth at this time. So those who find out what they are meant to do in line with what the creator wants to achieve will always be relevant, but those who don't might lose their relevance. We are not designed to run after what to eat, drink, wear, and all those things that most people live for today. We are actually designed to find our purpose and do something about it. Success starts the day you find out what you are meant to do and you start doing something about it. There are two important days in the life of a person: the day they are born and the day they find out why. The day they find out why and they start doing something about it, then they begin to succeed. Success is not measured by how much is in your bank account. It is measured by how much you have been able to do about what you are called here to do. Get real with yourself. This means that you're sincere with yourself. Have you heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? Well, that's a nice one. I don't know what it means to you, but I believe those who coined it actually was trying to encourage their listener to do something about what they want to do in spite of their fear. So you feel intimidated to go into the arena you feel called into. Fake it till you make it. Assume that you already what you are supposed to be. But are there not people today who just are faking it in the wrong way, pretending, deluding themselves, not acting? No matter how much you fake it, if you don't do anything positive about it, you're not going anywhere except to do something about it, right? Yeah. The next thing under getting real with yourself is you want to pay attention to who you're being, know, do, and have. You must have heard be, do, have. But I'm saying you want to pay attention to this, which is be, know, do, and have. Because who you are today and who you are becoming will be as a result a direct proportion of what you know, what you're learning consciously and unconsciously. Then that would influence what you do. Your action are the seed that will always produce the result we will have eventually. This would affect what you do. Since people act to the best of their knowledge part time, you want to be able to influence what you know, because the ignorance of the consequence of an action does not exempt you from the effect. If you drank poison unknowingly, you're going to die. And if you write your exams well, even if you don't care, if you don't like the lecturer, you're going to succeed. So what you do is determined by what you know. And what you know that is affecting what you are doing will definitely affect what you would have eventually. So you want to pay attention to who you are, what you know, what you're doing about what you know. This will influence what you would have. How many people just want to have they are praying for this, they are praying for that, they are focusing on what they want to have. They're not paying attention to who they are, what they know, what they do, so that they can have what they want to have. The next part is, you must have heard, think big. Think big, think big, think big. Thinking big is good, but if it is not balanced, it could be like playing lottery. You know, I am a dreamer myself. I love to think big. I want everything big, big, big. But I want to say to you, think big, start small. You see, I ought to have started Fulfilled 3 years ago, but I wanted to do it big, 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 big. Until I was with a friend and she said, why don't you just start small? Why don't you start small? So when we started Fulfilled, we started with just a WhatsApp group. You know, from one person, it grew to 2, to 5, to 10, to 7, to 70, like that. You know, so you want to start small. You want to think global, but start local. Because sometimes wanting to take the big giant step first is the reason why so many people didn't ever start what they are called out to do. So I want to encourage you, start small. You start small, you think you know a lot, but you realize that there is a whole lot more to be learned. Start small and grow big. Start small, think big, and grow big. When strength is taken too far, it can become a weakness. Sometimes the so-called failures are not weak people, they are strong people. People who led their class. People, when they speak, everybody listens. But because they became too confident in themselves, like I can handle this, they took that strength too far. Now they forgot to take the small steps. They forgot to check and balance their options. And that's the reason why some people failed in life. I'm telling you today that please pay attention. Do your own SWOT analysis. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are my opportunities? What are the threats around my life? This way you can then set your priorities right and do something about what will move you to the next level. If you will not do this for yourself, please do it because you are sent here on assignment. Do this because people will suffer if you don't do something about your destiny. So how big is your dream? How wonderful is your destiny? Think big, but start small. Get your priorities right. We are counting on you. This generation needs you because there is greatness in you. You are too loaded to fail. And I want you to know that you will fulfill destiny.